What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I can't believe it's been almost a year since I last played Hell Let Loose, and to be honest with you, I completely forgot how much I actually liked this game. Over the past year on this channel, I've debuted some games like Avatar. I've done many game reviews, and this game, it always feels different. I always move on, but there's always a part of me that appreciates the realism of this game. So today I'm jumping back into Hell Let Loose. I appreciate you guys clicking on this video. Let's get right into it. Almost immediately, every time I come back to this game, I'm always thinking, where is the enemy? Where are my teammates? And then out of nowhere, right? You're in the middle of the field, you're walking, you're thinking everything's nice and dandy, and you get sniped. There's the enemy. He got you. That's one of the first things I learned about playing this game. It's not a dopamine, Battlefield, Call of Duty experience. It's real. It's gut-wrenching when you and your teammates, like the teammates in front of me, were about to run into a field, and half of them are just going to die. Half of them are going to get shot, the other half are going to get blown up, and that's the real part of this game. Sometimes you get shot by somebody you don't even see. But it's moments like that with your teammates, where you're pushing, you're trying to fight for a point. You're running 500 meters just to get shot down. When you finally take the point, it is one of the most satisfying things, especially if you can get a kill or two. I like playing medic. I like being the guy kind of behind the teammates, supporting the team. Most of this gameplay will be me being a medic. I just like the part of where I can help the team the most. I'm going to be completely honest with you. My aim in this game is complete garbage. I can't hit a shot. I can't even hit a guy standing still. So for me to be able to be a medic is awesome. There's also like 10 different classes, from the engineer, the machine gunner, and I bounced around a little bit between all of them, but for me, the medic class was the most satisfying. Like I said, I'm going to feel like a broken record here, but the sound design, the actual game design, I was playing this on a PlayStation 5. This game looks beautiful. It runs smooth. I do have some points in the game where it'll run a little slow, especially if there's a lot of us, but there's a lot of people playing on one map, and the map's huge. It's very detailed, it's very well designed, and it makes it feel like you're less in a game, but more in an experience, especially when you get in a squad that can communicate very well. That is what this game is all about. You don't need everybody to be a hardcore Call of Duty Battlefield shooter, like I said. You just need people who are willing to work together and communicate on the mic. That's the biggest thing. If you want to play this game, or you want to play Hell Let Loose Vietnam, if you get a good squad together, this game is so much fun. But as always with every game, right, there's ups and downs. It can be absolutely brutal to be running 10 to 15 minutes to a point. You're thinking you're doing good, one of your teammates goes down. I'm a medic, like I said. Go to res somebody and you get shot. And then you gotta spawn all the way back and start that process all the way over. So yes, that can be frustrating sometimes. You're gonna laugh when I say this, but sometimes the biggest enemy isn't always the other team. It's your own team. People running off. Commanders not putting down garrisons. Engineers not getting supplies to help their commanders. And if your big commander that's running the entire game sucks, you're more than likely gonna lose. For instance, this, right? We're losing LeGrand, and half my team is on the last point trying to push it. Meanwhile, I'm a medic. I'm trying to res 10 different people to try to keep this point, and I'm pretty sure we end up losing it. Everyone needs to work as a team in this game. If the team play is not there, if you have two squads that are just running off, constantly dying, it's not going to help anybody. But despite all those reasons, the reasons why I came back is because I seen some people were kind of dogging on Hell Let Loose Vietnam. It didn't have the best launch. Some people were saying it should have had a beta, which I agree. A game like that, especially with how much ambition goes into a project like that, it probably should have had a beta. I think it's sitting at like a 3.60 rating, which it sucks. I wish that the release was a little bit better. I know people are saying that they're going to be refunding it. I would give this studio a little bit of time. The work that they did with Hell Let Loose, the original that I'm playing right now, it's good. It's a great game. I would just give them time. I think just a little bit of too much ambition went into it. and it was a rough launch. But how many games nowadays have a rough launch? How many 2K Madden games have horrible launches, but people still buy games like that? So give this game studio a break, let them get their shit together, and I'm sure the game's going to be great. So after coming back to Hell Let Loose almost a year later, the game absolutely still holds up. Still a very fun shooter in my opinion. Yes, is it more of a slow-paced game than a Call of Duty or a Battlefield? Yes, but it's slow. It's unforgiving. You can have entire matches where you won't see a single enemy, and then some matches you're non-stop fighting. But I think that's the beauty of the game. But when everything comes together, there's not many shooters like Hell Let Loose that can really replicate the Battlefield the way that they do. So with Hell Let Loose getting all the attention, I just wanted to give the original Hell Let Loose a little bit of recognition, because sometimes a game doesn't need to constantly reinvent itself. Sometimes the people itself just need to remember why they played the game in the first place. So Hell Let Loose is still a hell of a game. If you've played Hell Let Loose before, let me know down in the comments. Are you still playing? Or if you haven't played, maybe now is the time to start playing. I really appreciate you guys clicking on this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this video sucks. Let me know if it's good. I don't really know if I'm going to be buying Hell Let Loose Vietnam yet. I'm just one of these type of people where, if you've watched my channel before, I don't like to pre-order games. I don't really support developers pushing pre-orders on games. I just never was a fan of it. Just because, like, they could take advantage of somebody's money, and then, you know, millions of people are pre-ordering GTA 5, or GTA 6 rather, and then they could just push the game back. So I'm not going to piss myself off. The game just did come out like 2 weeks ago, so for my own sanity on not getting frustrated because it looks like there's a lot of bugs in the game, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to see what the developers do. I'm going to see how they handle everything, and maybe in 3 to 6 months I'll think about buying it again. But like I said, I appreciate you guys clicking on this video. Please like, please subscribe. I'll see you guys later.